Hello and welcome to an episode of Creative Techniques, where I'm going to show you how to organize your footage in Final Cut Pro 10. Now, here in Final Cut, I've got some footage from some workshops which I delivered and which Lok Cheung delivered at the Metro Gallery in New Zealand, in Auckland. It was a heap of fun, but how do you actually make sense of all of this stuff? Well, firstly, if you're organizing, you really don't need to see the timeline and you don't need the inspector. These little buttons up here at the top will help you get a lot more space. Now I'm going to start at the top, and I could be in thumbnail view or I could be in film strip view. Either will work, but if you do want to stay in thumbnail view, you'll want to make sure that this little slider is somewhere over to the right. This little indicator here tells you how long a thumbnail will be. So one thumbnail there, one thumbnail there. At the moment, that represents up to 5 seconds of footage. Now, if I come up to the very top clip, there are two things I want to do. First is to keyword, and I generally prefer to keyword entire clips. But some people may prefer to keyword just sections of clips. There's no right or wrong answer here, and the longer your clips, the more likely you are to keyword individual sections. Now I'm going to bring up the keywords window, and I've got a few example keywords here, some of them kind of amusing. So I'll just take a few of these out. And if you want to, you can prepare by adding some keywords directly to the shortcuts. But you don't have to. The currently selected clip is always reflected by this little field at the top. And if you don't see all these shortcuts, then you can open that out and it'll stay open forever. So I'm going to select this entire clip and I want the keyword workshops. I added that with a shortcut here, Control 4. And Lok's in that as well, so Control 3. Now, Darryl's also in this top clip, so I'm just going to add Darryl, and he becomes a shortcut as well. Any keywords I've added to any of these clips will show up as keyword collections within the event, but more on those later. So the next clip is easy. Control 4, Control 3. The next one, Control all three of those. And I'll do a couple more. This is a workshop with me in it, so there we go. And there's a couple of silly example slow-mo shots here. So I'll just add slow-mo as a shortcut there too. Now there's a couple of shots here which are external shots, or outside, where we went out at night. And this one's got a little bit of Lok focusing on something, so we'll do that as well. And then the next few are all changing film. And they're all the same, and that's fine. Now, what's the point of doing these keywords? Well, it's a little like putting things in folders, except you can put the same clip in multiple folders at the same time. So I can see all the clips of Lok, I can see all the clips of me, I can see all the clips of Darryl, I can just see all the workshop clips, which is going to be pretty much everything we just went through, and I can go straight to the slow-mo. Even though I'm also in the Ian keyword collection and the workshops keyword collection. So keywords are awesome. When time comes down the track, once you've been in your edit and you think, oh, I need another shot of Lok, I know exactly where to go. I go straight back there. Now, once you've keyworded, I'm going to select the entire event again so I can see all my clips. And this time I want to mark the good bits of each shot. I don't need my keywords window up anymore. And what I'm going to do is either skim with the mouse or move with J, K, and L. So L which plays forwards, K which pauses, and J which plays backwards. And repeated presses of J or L go at double speed, triple speed, either forwards or backwards. Now, you can use the mouse as well, and all you're trying to do if you use the mouse is click and drag over the bit of the clip that you want to mark as good. So if I like that little shot there of Darryl, apologies Darryl, then I can just click to where I want the in and drag to where I want the out. Once I've marked an in and an out, I want to press F. F marks it as a favorite, that green line above the clip. The blue line was the keyword, so everything's got a keyword, but the green line goes above the good stuff. So if you want to do this with the mouse, that's fine. Click and drag until you think it's about done. Then F for favorite. Now, if you prefer to do that with the keyboard, that's fine. I,
stop firing here, the autofocus stops. You've got to focus on all the time.
and then O at the end. So I, and then O, and then of course F. Now you can mix these up if you want to. If you want to press I at the beginning while you're using your mouse to scrub, and then O at the end, that works fine, and then F. So you can click and drag, or you can just press I and O, or you can use J, K, and L along with I and O. Really, it's all as you wish. At the end though, hit F, however you get your selection. And if you put the selection in the wrong place, that's fine. So if you've clicked and dragged, just I and O to trim that back. And if you've clicked the whole clip accidentally, then I and O will trim that back. But whenever you've got your selection, press F. Now, if you go through and select the good bits of all your clips, and the bits I'm getting here are not necessarily the good bits, but just as an example, can't beat a little bit of silly slow-mo, then at the end of the day, you just go to all clips, favorites, and suddenly you're only looking at the good bits of what you've shot. Your keywords still apply too. So I want the good shots of me, the good shots of Lok, the good shots of Darryl. And it's fantastically quick. It means you're not just searching through everything you're shot all the time. You've got a permanent record, instantly and automatically saved, which will always be a good reference. It's a terrific way to work, and I thoroughly recommend it for any kind of edits you do in Final Cut 10. Now, I've got other workshops online. If you want to take courses on Final Cut 10, then please check them out at ask.video or macProVideo.com. Hope that helped, and I'll see you online.